Alright, match 1, round 1. Let's get right into it. We have a knife round first, and let's see if either team's gonna go off with a good start. Looks like they're just gonna be stacking up outside. Pretty balanced right now. It's a 1v1. Alright, let's see. Kev is at 24 health. And Malicious Intent end up winning the knife round. What's up, Elon? What's up, Leora? And yeah, see what happens. Alright, CT side first, and looks like they're going to be stacking up on A site. We have 3 stacking out on ramp, and we have 2 on A site. Nothing yet so far, everyone just patiently waiting, and I'm not seeing anyone ramp, rotating down to B. Yakov spraying into the smoke. Some basic gunfights here. It looks like the terrorists are going to be going down B. Thanks so much for the follow. A nice one-shot by Yakov Rex, pushing up on B now. Looks like the terrorists do have the bomb down. Tobitha and Yakov left. Nice shot by Tobitha as well. Some great shots from Malicious Intent. Spotted the last one. Yakov not making off the shots. Are they going to go for the diffuser, get the shot? Yakov picking off the last one, and one left being picked off by him. Looks like a 3K by Yakov, and the rest being spread out throughout the team. Pretty great retake right there. Looks like the terrorists just spread out completely, just not knowing what they're doing. And the Malicious Intent team did take huge advantage of that. So really great performance by them. Alright, getting into the second round now. Looks like we're going to be going for an SMG buy and more util rather than full AKs or M4 buy. So we'll see how that turns out. It does look like they're going to be going for a default setup now, spreading out through completely in the map. Now, Nuke is typically a team-sided map for people that don't really play CSGO that much. Nice shot by Yakov. And Nuke, pretty much all the terrorists just have to go in one direction, just stack up on the site. So we're going to see how that goes, since the CTs have so many angles to come to cover. Again, we can see here Yakov in a firefight, and the other team halfway across the map is still having to hold those angles. So really just spread out all over the place. 5v2 though, so pretty much the whole terrorist team's completely destroyed by Kev and Yakov both holding outside. It does have an AUG though, so it does have an advantage over a pistol. I'm not playing, I'm coaching right now. They have a 5-pen. And yeah, we have a 2-round lead from Malicious Intent. Doesn't look like they're going to be upgrading at all. Tobitha buying an M4, but the rest sticking with their SMGs. Really going to be sticking with nades again. Really just focusing on those close angles rather than going over aggressive. Thanks so much, Ice, for the follow. And yeah, getting right into the third round. Tobitha missing the molly though, so we'll see if that's successful. Maybe someone will jump up on top. And really, looks like they're just going to be going for these close angles and stacking a site rather than playing long range. We see right here Bob just playing right up on the doorway, just waiting for them to push, throwing off mollies and smokes. Terrorists throwing them down all over site though. Interesting play. They're going pretty aggressive. We see right here Yakov just throwing some nades, as well with Tobitha and Bob. Nothing just yet. Terrorists haven't committed to either site. See lots of gunfights going on. It is a 3v3. I know I'm not showing much of the action. There's kind of action going all over the map, so I do apologize for that. Nice shot by Yakov though, spotting one more. Not making the shots. Is he able to get it? It's 1v2 on him. Tobitha and Kev nowhere to be found. And Yakov being picked off. Looks like the terrorists are going to be going for a B though. Kev and Tobitha in a 2v2 situation. Let's see if the terrorists decide to rotate to A or continue for the B push. The CTs do think the terrorists are going A, seeing how they both are rotating to that. So we shall see. And they did call that correctly. The terrorists completely rotated to A and get the bomb down. Kev and Tobitha pushing up on site. Tobitha missing the shots, and Kev pushing up right now. Bomb's completely down. One side is smoked off. Tobitha is completely alone, just in a 1v2 situation. One's in front of him, one's above him. He's flashing out. He spots one, gets a beautiful shot, knows where the last one is, throwing the smoke down. Is he going to make the ninja? Let's see if the terrorist knows where he is, and does not look like he does. Great ninja defuse by Tobitha, and that's a 3-0 round win for Malicious Intent. Terrorists did not expect that at all. Tobitha, being surrounded by everyone, did that pretty well, I'd say. And finally, the Malicious Intent team are going to be upgrading for full guns and util. Yakov Rex even sporting a AWP. The terrorists so far haven't gone for a full site execute or really committed to either site, rather just kind of playing those close angles and looking for firefights, which, as we see so far, not successful. So we'll see how that goes. We see 2 down ramp, excited being able to hold them off. Nice trade by Yakov Rex. 4v4 right now. Nothing yet. All the terrorists just spread out throughout the map. Yakov not expecting the terrorists to push up. Nice trade. Tobitha right here to back him up. Yakov's done. Tobitha's right there just to back him up. Really great performance by him, as we saw from the last clutch round. Excited. Interesting shots there, but he did make the kill, so fair enough. And looks like there's some TK over here. We had a assist by his own teammate on the terrorist side. Last one on ramp, but being able to take off one with him. Tobitha trading. That's unfortunate. If they did wait, they probably could have gotten that kill, but they just wanted the round to end. And we see some proper eco buy on the Malicious Intent team, and everyone ending up with guns. And yeah, 4-0 Malicious Intent. Last game it was 16-0. And let's see if this happens a second time. Looks like the same setup again. Tobitha being completely mollied though. Grenades were not thrown by his side, so they know some are going to be in that downstairs area. Excited, trading with one of them in ramp. And Kev right here pushing outside. Now, CTs are just spread out through completely the whole map. They're not stacking up in one angle, pushing terrorists. They're just spread throughout the whole map, just trying to spot anyone. Bob being able to kill one through the smoke. Really great shots by him. And still holding that angle. And yes, still no commitment from the terrorists. We see this, they're checking B and A, and still nothing. It's 3v3 situation. Bob being able to pick off 3 of them. Nice shots by him. It's still a 3v1. Some really great performance on ramp. One of the orphan, Loki, being able to pick off one of them is 2v1 situation. Bomb has been spotted. Nothing yet, just patiently waiting for them to smoke. They know where the terrorist is, but they can't overcommit to anything. You see, they have the bomb planted just inside this corridor. They see him through the smoke, but don't want to commit to anything. Loki throwing the flash down. 9 seconds on the clock. And he's probably going to be saving. There's no time to get the bomb down. Takes 4 seconds to get that down. Is he going to be going for a last kill? And Tobitha spotting him as well for Woki, and neither of them killing each other. It's a nice try, but unfortunately couldn't make that last pick. Alright, and again, full util buy by the Malicious Intent team on a 5-0 win streak. So pretty great performance by them. And again, we see the same performance. Tobitha mollies this every time, but the smokes aren't here. The terrorist team aren't smoking there to back them up. They're just doing the same thing every time, and looks like it's going to be working. Bob being picked off by
Church by an op. Excited left all alone with an op in his face. One more on him. Smoke down on ramp though, so there's not much he can do. Kev spotting one that was full blind, being able to get a second. Great flash by Yakov Rex. He's still pushing up, still going. After getting 2 kills, and he flashes, not spotting anyone, but really great performance. Nice shot by Excited and Yakov. Yakov coming to a full rotate after Bob was picked off in the beginning on ramp, and Yakov's right here to compensate. And now it's a 3v1 situation. They know where the last one is, and they're just going all over the map and going to surround him. Kev spotting the last one and making that kill. Great performance by all the Malicious Intent team. We see Yakov with 12 kills out here. And I think that's a bit unfortunate that he's taking all the kills. We see 3, 5, 4, and 4 kills. And same for the terrorist team, which 7 kills going for Church, and the rest having 3 and 1 kills. And even the death ratio, we have 1 death on Tobitha, and all the terrorists have 6 deaths. So, pretty great performance by him. And, same setup, Tobitha throwing that nade. Excited, mollying it off, and Bob does go for the entry. No, he decides to back off. Yakov getting 1 kill outside. 2 kills outside by Yakov. Is he going to get a third? Patiently waiting, not overcommitting, not pushing him, just waiting for the terrorist to come right in his crosshair. We see some sort of boost going on in ramp. And Excited being boosted up in the corner. Terrorists are not going to expect that at all. Hey, maybe they'll bait them all out. And just smoking it off. Spotting 1 in ramp, neither making any shots. Is a 5v3 situation, so not much the terrorists can do, especially in a map like this. Yakov not making the shot, spotting 2 in ramp, but Excited picking off all 3 of them with 1 assist from Yakov on ramp. Hiding in that corner completely threw off the terrorist team. You can just look at the map right here. If the terrorists push this way, if you can ignore my awful drawing, they're not going to be checking Excited who is right there. So yeah, you can enjoy that great minimap drawing and the match. And same setup, full util and guns. We see a 7-0 win streak from the Malicious Intent team. Terrorists still not changing up the strats. Let's see if that changes. Bob being killed by an aggressive pusher by Church. And Excited being able to pick off 2 of them. Yakov getting 1. The terrorist team is completely mowed down with 4 of them killing all of the terrorists. The second that Bob got that kill, Bob goes aggressive, gets picked off immediately. And how does the CT team respond? They all come for the rotate and back him up. Some really great performance by them. Alright, and continuing that win streak with 8-0 Malicious Intent. Neither team changing it up. But Tobitha getting 1 kill on A. Some of the first action that we saw in A site. Yakov is AFK. And Bob spotting all of them on A. Terrorists have completely taken A site. Bomb has been planted in a 2v4 situation. None of them were expecting any of it. Yakov missing his shot. Trading with Kev. Kev just compensating for all those missed shots. It's a 2v2 situation. Yakov can't jump down because of damage. Having an op. Missing 1 more shot. What is going on? And Yakov jumping down, accidentally killing himself. Maybe he was having some technical difficulties, since it looks like he lagged out a bit. He was just going AFK around here. Yeah, Windows key got stuck. That's unfortunate. Looks like he did not expect that to happen. So it's 8-1 for the last round being won by the Rejects team. Excited, going for the peek, not spotting any of them. Yakov spotting 1 outside, not being able to make up the shot.
See if he tries to make it up. Kev right here to trade with him. One more kill on ramp. We see already just the terrorist team taking a full, complete turnaround. We have a 3v5 situation. Nice shot by Yakov. One more at Mini, being able to pick up the shot, but Yakov being killed by Church, trading with him. It's a 3v2 situation. Both are rotating to A. We see two of the terrorists outside. Yeah, we were just not expecting that at all. Excited. The terrorist team has completely changed up what they're doing. So that's really unfortunate. Nice shot by Tobitha. The bomb has been planted on B. Bob dying and Tobitha being picked off in vents. That's really unexpected. You know, we saw some great performance by the Malicious Intent team, and just something in the terrorist team changed. All of a sudden, they're all rushing site. You know, kind of what I was saying before, they weren't really committing to anything. And looks like they're going to be doing just that. So committing to this, looks like the Malicious Intent team is going to kind of respond to this with having a 3-stack on ramp. All of them with deagles and armor, so we're going to see how that buy goes. Lots of gunfights everywhere, especially outside. Terrorists are on A, but the Malicious Intent teams just spread throughout the whole map. Excited picking off one of them now. Has an SMG. Great 1 dig by Excited. So 1v2 situation. Bomb has been planted around 20 seconds on the clock.
Oh, no, dude.
And Excited being picked off. That's really unfortunate. Now we see a 3-round in a row win streak by the Rejects team, and 8 rounds still to Malicious Intent, so nothing just yet. And by them saving by just buying deagles and armor. They do have more economy, but looks like they're just going to be going for a full save so they can buy next round. So again, just, you know, full pistols. Is it going to be a full ramp stack? Yes, it is. They're all stacking up on ramp. They're all here, and they're all boosting up. Depends if they're going to be pushing through ramp. If they don't, they're really not going to expect it. We see a lot of gunfights outside. We see a lot of smokes being thrown on A site and outside, if you can't hear that, and the bomb has been planted on A. Team's completely spread out. Excited, having 2 mollies dropped on him. Making 1 lid. That's 2v5, and the terrorists completely mowing down the whole team. Really unfortunate for the Malicious Intent team, but now they do have the economy to buy. Excited even buying Yakov and Op. And we see 2 ops on the Malicious Intent team, Kev and Yakov, both having that. And if they lose this round, their economy is shot. It's 13 out of 30 rounds, and they just spent all their money. Saved 2 rounds in a row, so we'll see if this was the right choice.
One back lobby.
They are changing up the positions a bit. Kev playing an op on A site, and Yakov coming to back them up on Heaven. He's trying to jump up there, so we'll see. And no sign by the terrorists just yet. Them just jiggling a couple shots out. No commitment just yet by them. We see some flashbangs and smoke being thrown on ramp, but Bob right here to spray them down. Shots being fired. Excited, picking off one of them. And Yakov right here to compensate. Terrorist team, nice shot by Yakov. Terrorist team pushing up on ramp. We have a 2v2 situation already. Really fast, and looks like the terrorists are going to be going for B, and Kev and Tobitha are going to be ready for them. Bomb has been planted, 40 seconds on the clock, with 4 of them alive out of both teams, and 2v2. Nice shot by Tobitha, spotting one of them. Last one is still unknown. Tobitha spotting him, not making the shot, but Kev right here to trade and compensate for that, being able to make off the last shot and retake the round. We saw a 4-win streak by the Rejects team, but Malicious Intent turning themselves around with a full buy on guns, being able to win that round. Really great performance by all of them. Still see a 2 op buy though. Yakov buying an op unfortunately, so not being able to buy any util. And we see 3 again during down ramp, and Yakov solo holding outside. And looks like the terrorists are going to be pushing up ramp again. They're really committed to the site, and Excited and Bob are right here to compensate. Tobitha and Yakov picking off ones on A. Terrorists decided to go for a full A take, but wow, if I can talk, but they got completely mowed down. So really unfortunate that that happened. And, you know, we saw some losses in a row by the Malicious Intent team. You know, them just mixing up a couple rounds and playing around with each other, but ending up making a great comeback, and all of them being right here to win the round. So we'll see if they can make this win streak continue. It's 10-4, Malicious Intent. This is the last round of the half. We'll see if it's going to be a good one. Nothing just yet. Everything's pretty quiet. Kev being able to pick off one of them in garage. And Tobitha spotting 2 of them, not being able to pick up the shots. We have a 3v4 situation. Malicious Intent team fighting them down ramp. And again, it looks like the terrorists are just going to be stacking up on secret, but the Malicious Intent team is right here to compensate. We just see all of them waiting outside for the terrorist team to push, and when they do, them get completely mowed down. You know, the Malicious Intent team we've seen does not expect a full site take, but at the same time, once they figure out where the terrorist team is, they're doing a really great job by holding it down. We see Kev right here holding down the angle that they were stacking previously, and the last round going to Malicious Intent. 11-4 for the Malicious Intent team and 4 for the Rejects team. It's halftime. Take a break. Go do what you need to do, and we'll be back once it starts.
This is what we have been working for. We lost the bomb.
And we're back. Terrorist team for Malicious Intent and the Rejects are going to be CTs now. 11 rounds, 1 for the terrorist team and 4 for the CTs. And we see 2 of them buying util and the rest buying armor.
Let's go, my brother.
Now, typically, some would say that Nuke is CT sided, so we're going to see how the Malicious Intent does play a terrorist side, and if they do it successfully. Yakov getting one shot on A site, them all kind of stacking up against each other. The rest is smoked down unexpectedly, and doesn't look like either of them wanted that to happen. Yakov not making the last shot, being able to trade. Tobitha, is he going to trade for Yakov's kill? Not yet. And them getting completely mowed down. We have a 1v1 situation, Excited versus Heathens, who is the bottom fragger, so we're going to see if that has any effect into it. He knows where he is, but unfortunately he does have a P250, which is not good long range, and UPS typically he's better on long range, which the CT does have, so it's going to be a huge advantage for him. And him faking out the CT sees him going down to B site. Is he going to think he's going for a full rotate? And Excited trying to juke out the player by getting a plant on A site, but not doing that successfully. Him getting the bomb down on B site. Nice job by Excited getting a great 1v1 against Heathens and successfully getting the bomb plant, which means the economy is going to be much greater. You know, looking at some stats overall, we see 23 kills by Yakov, 16, 11, and 10 kills by Kev, Tobitha, and Excited, and 6 kills by Bob, who is playing just as great as all of them, just unfortunate. And 20 kills for Church, and the rest of them averaging 6 kills. And again, KDR and ADR is much higher for the Malicious Intent team, so really good performance by them. It's really consistent for both teams to be playing this well, and really great job, Yakov, getting a nice shot on them completely taking outside, pushing off Tobitha, Kev being able to trade with Tobitha. Paris team looking a little lost. And now it's a 4v1 situation. You know, typically, what we've seen from the Malicious Intent team is to really have these set strategies and to be playing by them. And we're seeing some great performance through that right now. You know, them being able to take 2 full site retakes, or mainly regular takes and retakes on the Malicious Intent team, with the CTs not being able to expect that. But we did see a comeback from the CT side, so we'll see if that does happen again. Hopefully not, because I'm obviously in support for the Malicious Intent team, but it happens. So we have 13 rounds, great round by Malicious Intent, and 4 rounds for the Rejects team. Alright, and we see full util and AK buy by the Malicious Intent team. 2 of them buying pistols even. And we see one going outside, Yakov Rex soloing outside, being picked off by an op. Terrace team fully taking A site, but not expecting some of the CTs to hide in these angles, and then being killed by them. So it's a 3v3 situation. Bomb has been planted. 30 seconds now. 35 seconds on the clock. Mollies and smokes being thrown. Nothing just yet by either player. See just a lot of patience by both of the team. Kev knowing where one of them are. You know, is seeing one on many, being able to pick off a great shot. Another great shot by Bob. And one left. It's a 3v1 situation. And CT does not look like what he's doing. You know, he's not going to be pushing up on site. He's not going to kill the terrorists. So he's just kind of hiding in the corner. Even though he would have died by bomb plant. So that's pretty weird positioning, but I mean, he can do what he does. And we'll see if that's going to be working. 14 rounds for Malicious Intent and 4 rounds for the Rejects. And we see the same take here. You know, Kev and Yakov going outside, throwing some flashbangs and Molotovs, and the rest of the team going up into mini, and being able to pick off all of the CTs. Really great performance. Getting a full plant on A and getting the bomb down. We see 4 alive in the 4v1 situation. Already this far into the match, and we see this happen over and over again. Yakov is just popping off this round, hitting some insane shots. And I honestly jinxed it. Boys, I jinxed it. He got picked off immediately. I said he's doing amazing. He gets headshotted. Alright, I jinxed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yakov. And we'll see if they can continue the win streak. 50 rounds for Malicious Intent. 15 rounds.
Today is our day. Today we end this. Throwing a flashbang.
And again, same strategy, and it doesn't look like the CTs are going to be counteracting that. You know, what we've seen over and over again is that the Malicious Intent team have a set strategy. You know, they're going to be taking A, they're going to be taking outside. And the second that the other team is here to compensate, the second that the Rejects team figures out how to stop them, the Malicious Intent team is already 6 rounds up. Malicious Intent team changes their strategy after a round loss, and again, just keeps up that win streak. Again, we saw the same thing here, you know? They took A site, they got that win, and really great performance. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a lot of consistent viewers, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And next time I go live, I'll be streaming the next match. So yeah, now drop me a follow if you're watching. Message me if you have any advice or want a shout out. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, boys.